On this episode of Iron Drummer, I am going to play the Dave Weckl signature snare drum. This one is the 13x5 maple with a 6-lug configuration. Dual strainer, they've all got the dual strainer, but this is one of the very first ones, so not the one with the Nouveau lugs, not one of the 30th anniversary. This is one of the original 13x5 maple snare drums. Now, it's got a few kind of quirky little features about it. Now, it's only got 6 lugs, top and bottom. This means that basically if you wanted to quickly detune this drum, you only had to detune 1 lug. Or if you wanted to bring it up, you could just bring it up 1 lug as well. Dual strainers, this is the only snare drum I've ever bought that actually came with instructions. Personally written by Dave Weckl himself, that you could have either both strainers turned on at the same time. I have them both turned on, so I have the option to kind of loosen off one set of snare wires, and then the other one's a little bit tighter. So one's stainless steel and one is carbon steel. Very hard to get these snare wires. Took me about 6 months to find just a single set. Ended up having to buy a whole box from Vic's drum shop in Chicago. Great snare drum. This is actually one of the very first professional snare drums I ever purchased. I saved up for, I think it was about 1.5 years. There's a fly buzzing around here somewhere, and there was like a 1.5 to 2 year wait just to get one in the country. So is it worth it? I personally think it was. It's a great drum. I've beaten the crap out of this thing many times. So I have fitted a 13-inch coated Evans G1 on the top. It is running a 300 Hz in the bottom, but I am using the original Yamaha snare wires because unfortunately there's the only ones that fit this particular drum. There are other models. There's the Nouveau one, there's the 13, there's a 14 as well, which is somewhere. There's also a 14 by I think 5.5 and a 14 by 6.5 aluminium snare drums. They're over here somewhere as well. Then there's the Nouveau version of the maple, the 14, the 13, and then there's the 30th anniversary ones, which I have to tell you are here somewhere. I don't know where they are because they're all in storage. So less talking, more playing. I'll see you over there. I am going to, if I go that way, I'm going to trip over something, so I'll just, I don't know, do that whole clap thing again. Dave Weckl snare drum, high tuning, take. Oh! Wow, that's a bit surprising. I'm gonna grab this camera and I'm gonna show you why these have defective lugs. And now the drum's actually useless because they don't make these parts anymore. It just broke. And it wasn't, oh my God, it wasn't even on the high tension. Alright, so I've got the drum. Just, yep, completely broken. And that, you see, is the locator pin. So the whole thing is completely snapped apart. I'm sorry I didn't get to finish the video, but that's what happens when you put out a slightly defective product. Alright, well if you can always like the video, subscribe. The previous video is going to be over here. I'm now going to go search the entire world for an old Meinl custom lug. Wish me luck. And you know what, this actually really bothers me. I'm sorry, I know the video's over, but excuse me. Well, I'm going to say this because it really bothers me. When a company knows there's a defective issue with a lug, or it doesn't matter if it's a drum or a car or whatever, it's like, right, cool, so you put out a product, how much real world testing did you do? I mean, I've never cranked this snare drum up. I've never went it all the way up, so it puts those lugs, you know, pulling apart from the shell, which I did in the Vinny episode, which I told you about. This has always been in a medium tuning, if not medium to low tuning. And all I did was go beyond medium tuning and it broke. The whole lug broke. You know what? Stay with me for a second. I'll come back in a minute. All right, so I've taken the head off. I wanted to see exactly how bad it was. And wow, this thing is completely annihilated. All right, so where's the locator pin? You can see that. Hold my, got it. There's the rest of the lug. Now I'm gonna get a bit closer to you here. Focus. Oh, look at that. It is complete, and it's cracked on the bottom too. It's just like, blah, it's exploded.